Well, I hope you enjoyed the start to finish process of this project. I got inspiration from a sweet friend of mine, Miranda Edney. She is on the Prima Marketing design team. We started years ago together on our first design team, and we have just remained friends ever since, of course. And she has gone on to, you know, design for Graphic 45, and like I said, she's on Prima team now. And she had put out a couple of projects. I believe one was for Graphic 45, and then another one for Prima of altered sailboats. And I thought, how cute! I would love to do that. I don't sail, but I just love the process of decorating this little miniature sailboat, because sailing to me just kind of, you know, brings about the, you know, serene feeling of, you know, calm and peace and just, you know, relaxing and enjoying your day. And so I thought, if I ever find a mini sailboat, and I did, just one of the last garage sales I attended to this year, it was a wooden little sailboat. I got it for $1, brought it home, and just waiting for inspiration to strike, and here it is. I started with doing the crackle method on the boat. I took all the sails off, all the fabric sails and everything, took a picture of it before I started so I know how to put it back together, and I started with the 3-part crackle process. I didn't show that on camera because it does take a long time to do. And I believe I showed black paint in the crackle because I was originally going to do black on top, crackle, and then an ivory over the top of that, but I flipped it around. So I did the ivory chalk paint, both of them chalk paint, ivory chalk paint on top, did the crackle medium, then you wait like 4 to 6 hours, and then I used the black chalk on the top of that. And I didn't know, because chalk paint's so thick, how it would work, so I thinned it down quite a little bit and then painted over the top, and I think it turned out pretty darn good. I think if I hadn't thinned down that chalk paint, it wouldn't have quite glided on so smoothly and did as nice crackle as it did here. So I like how that turned out. And then while the sails were off, I went ahead and started designing them. And of course, y'all know me, I went ahead and did this in a shabby chic style. And some of you might think it's got a little bit too much on it, but that's okay. And sometimes I look at it and think maybe it has a little bit too much on it, and that's okay. I still kind of like how it turned out. You know, there were certain pieces and certain designs I wanted to do on each sail. Let me bring this down a little bit closer so that I can keep my sailboat in the light here. So this is one side. And I don't know what I will be doing with this sailboat. I don't know if I will keep it or not. I will probably at some point have a video selling some of the crafts that I've made, and so this might join them. I just had a lot of fun creating it, but you know, my house isn't ocean themed or anything like that, so it doesn't really fit in all that well, but I did have a lot of fun creating it, so I'll see what I do with it. See if there's any interest out there. So this top piece is the plastic, the acetate sail, and then this bottom piece, which I know will be hard to see, is the back fabric sail. And the reason I did an acetate sail on the top, because these two sails are so close together, I wanted to be able to kind of view the decor of that back sail through, you know, the open spaces of that acetate on top. So that was my reason for doing that. So let's start on this right side. The paper lines I used, both of them came from Renee's shop by Prima Marketing. It's the Flirty Fleur collection, which is a lot of teals, aquas, and blacks, that kind of thing. And the Misty Rose collection, because it does have some blacks and pinks and things like that. So I was kind of able, and I think even a few teals on the side B of the paper, double-sided paper. I was kind of able to combine the two collections together. I freehanded. I did about 1/8 of an inch from the edge of the fabric sails, and I just kind of worked out a sail design that fit that, and then so I did 2 pieces of the paper on top and brought those in about 1/8 of an inch as well. I sewed those 2 pieces together, and then I sewed the 2 papers to the sail so it's all nice and sturdy unit. So let's start here at the top. This is a Reneabouquets butterfly. These are called the Magical Miniatures Butterflies, okay, and the one I used is called Innocence. They are from the watercolor butterfly sets. She's got different watercolor sets, and this one is called, like I said, Innocence. They are double-sided, and they are made with Reneabouquets premium paper. Reneabouquets makes the premium paper of all our butterflies, as well as the board for the beautiful board product that she has in her shop. Those are all made in-house, okay, by her, secret recipe. But I love this premium paper because they're just a really nice, sturdy design. Let me show you one here. This is a different butterfly, but let me show you the premium paper quality. And it's just really thick. See how thick that is? It's not regular cardstock. It's really stiff. Okay, nice, sturdy design. So like I said, these are the magical miniatures. I've got a couple here. Again, not the same design, but I wanted to show you the two sizes. So you get kind of a little bit bigger size and one size a little bit smaller and double-sided. Okay, so magical miniatures. All right. Then we move down the line. The first thing I did is I put a beautiful board doily underneath there. I wanted just a little bit kind of poking out. These doilies are from the April in Paris collection, and they're called Doily 1, and you get a set of 3. What I'm going to show you, this is the biggest of the doily. This is a Doily 1 set, okay? This is the next size. Okay, and then you go down to the next size that I have on here that just kind of fits right in the palm of my hand. Okay, and then on top of that, I added just a little ephemera piece I cut off from the Fleur de Fleur collection line. And in all this little fabric, this is like from an old crocheted tablecloth I got at a garage sale. It had a big hole in it, a little bit stained, so I didn't mind ripping it up. But it reminded me of kind of like netting, so I tore it in bits and pieces and kind of stuffed it in and around my project. So I've got a piece there on top of that. This is just a Frank Garcia Memory Hardware metal like door pull from my stash. This is an old Prima Marketing resin frame, again from my stash. The same from this bird, again by Prima Marketing from my stash. I've got a rolled rose in here. These beautiful mulberry flowers here are from Renee's shop. They come in a set of 13. She's got different sets of mulberry flowers and colors. And this is simply the aqua set, okay? This is aqua. Got here and the little ones, and they come with leaves and little rosebuds, okay? This piece here, this whole piece, it almost looks like a little like boutonniere when you get it. It comes from Prima Marketing, the Fleur de Fleur collection. It's a 4-piece set. Like I said, they look like little 4 pieces of boutonnieres. They come with these flowers on it, the leaves, and then these tiny little flowers here. And it's called Stories. I don't know if I said that. Stories is the name of that flower set. And then on top of that, I glued another little flower from the Prima Marketing. And this is the Minty Sprinkles flower set from the Fleur de Fleur collection. And then I tucked in here these little Beautiful Board, Beautiful Bits gears, okay? Beautiful Board, Beautiful Bits come in a jar, and they come with a few different styles of gears, and you can see how tiny they are. And Beautiful Bits are simply a, what do I want to say? They're bits. They are like mini sizes of a lot of Renee's different Beautiful Board sets. So let me show you, because I used some of the larger gears in my set. Okay, these are ornament gears. They come in a set of 4 steampunk style ornament gears. This is the biggest in the set. This is the medium in the set. Then it comes with like a little smaller piece. And then this piece. See, this is a little bit bigger still. And so then what I wanted to show you was, even compared to, that's the smallest in the set, that is even smaller than that. Okay, so Beautiful Bits are just a smaller, tiny version of some of the larger sets that Renee carries in her shop. And you can see like the difference, of course. Okay, so love tucking those in my flowers, and that style is actually my favorite. The ornament gears is actually my favorite steampunk style for the gears. Okay, kind of tuck that in there. I tuck some real shells in there. You know, I live here on the Oregon coast, so, and we get a lot of, you know, tourists, so, you know, we have a lot of tourist shops, and so I'm able to get shells and things like that. So I tucked in some shells around there. This is a little street sign from Prima Marketing from my stash, a little Tim Holtz arrow. And then right here, this is another Beautiful Board product. I laid this one, and then this one here is the same thing. Okay, and these are the Victorian scroll borders. I got a bigger one here to show you so that you can see up close the decorative of that border. the Victorian scroll border, and they come in different sizes. So that's, I use like the mini size, I believe, or the small, I can't remember, but I used that on these two sails here. Okay, right here, just really pretty. And I'll have all the links down below to the products I use, so don't worry about that. From Renee's shop. So then we come on to this clear sail. Now this clear sail, you saw me, I started out with this here, okay? This is from my stash. You can buy it at Joann's, online only. It's Graphics, Grafix, and they're plastic sheets. I get it in the 8x8 size. They run about $26 for a 25 pack, so you definitely want to use a coupon, but they last a good long time. And when you get them, let me grab another piece over here. You saw me, you just peel like the edge, the little blue comes off. There's a blue on both edges. And you peel that off, like this one side, okay? And then of course you do the same thing again on the other side. Peel it and it reveals the plastic sheet. It's a nice thick, it's about 0.020 thickness of sheet, okay? So that's what I did. That's what I used, and like I said, I wanted to clear so that you could see the sail behind it. So like here's a clear, all done with the blue off. Now when you're working with acetate, what you have to remember is obviously it's clear. So if you put something and you glue it on one side, you're going to be able to see your glue and everything on the other side, okay? Unless you've got it like lying against something. But if it's freestanding like my sail, you're going to be able to see the glue and everything. So you want to mirror image or hide on the other side as much as possible what you glued on the other side. So I would need maybe 2 of these same feathers so that I could mirror image or kind of hide where I'm gluing. So you've got one side or the other, okay? So that's one thing you got to think about when you're working with this acetate. So that's what I did up here when I used this beautiful board chain link frame. They come in a set of 3 from Renee's shop. This is the smaller link, okay? And then she also has some chain links. It's a chunky chain link, okay? And you can see the difference in the size of the chain. So what I did is I took the smaller of the set, okay? And then I cut it in like thirds, and I glued one part on one side, and then I mirror imaged it and glued it directly over the top on the other side. Okay, you can hear that. So it's directly over the top. You can also see a butterfly on this side. I mirror imaged the same thing using these Reneabouquets beautiful butterflies right here. These are the Tiny Treasures butterflies, and this is the Sweet Dreams collection of the Tiny Treasure butterfly, and this is in the cornflower blue. Okay, so I put it here, and then I mirror imaged it on the other side. Okay. And then some of the other pieces, I didn't have to mirror image. I just simply glued some flowers and stuff on the other side. And when I glued things like this, all these beautiful board pieces from Renee's shop, I glued them inside the petals of the flowers so that you wouldn't see the glue on the other side and I wouldn't have to completely fill up the other side. But anyway, again, I used one of those Fleur-de-Fleur flower sets from the Stories collection, from the Stories set of flowers from Fleur-de-Fleur Prima Marketing from Renee's shop. I put in another beautiful bits gear here, added some more shells. This is just a phrase from Tim Holtz, chipboard phrases from my stash. This is a beautiful board piece. I love these. These come in a set of 4. They are starfish with accents. I've got one right here, so let me show you that really quick. I used 3 of them. They come in a set of 4 various sizes. I used 3 on my project. This is what I have left. Just look at all like the cutouts of these starfish. And the accents, you can see the center of the starfish almost looks like a little flower. The accents are these little flowers. So you get a set of 4 various sizes of starfish and a set of 4 of these little flowers with it. So you get the centers of the starfish. Okay, just gorgeous. Love these. I couldn't wait to use them. So I kind of tucked them in and around places. Thought they looked just gorgeous. I tucked in some feathers from Beautiful Boards from Renee's shop, and they're just simply called Beautiful Board Feathers. They come in a set of 3, and I kind of showed you some when I was just discussing a little bit earlier. But these are the small set, I believe. Or they could be the medium set. Can't remember. They're the medium set. So you get 3 different styles of feathers. These are the mediums, and I used a medium on my project. Really pretty, beautiful board feathers. Okay, and then I showed you the decorative, the Victorian scroll accent here. And then this here is a beautiful board, I'm saying it is a beautiful flower from Reneabouquets, and it's the chiffon flowers. They come in a set of 3. She's got a lot of different colors. Beautiful, gorgeous, romantic looking flowers. They come with the pearls and the diamonds in the center. This is actually called soft mint, okay, but it looks more like aqua, more of a blue hue versus like a green hue to me. But it's soft mint and they look more like the aqua, so I've got that on there as well. And then on this back sail, we come down with some more shells from my stash, some flowers. This is a beautiful board, Beautiful Bits shells, seashells from Renee's shop. They come in a jar, just like the tiny little gears. These are tiny little shells. Come in a jar with 2 different designs. So you've got the shell, and this is like the shell, the clam shell with the pearl in the center. Okay, so that's what those are. I've tucked those in there. And then I've got one of the beautiful board starfish in here. I've got a Prima resin frame here. This is a Prima, those all from my stash. This is a Prima metal piece. It's called Ship Parts. Comes in a set of like 4 from my stash. This is like the steering wheel. Some flowers from Fleur de Fleur collection. This is a ephemera piece from the Misty Rose collection. Renee carries that in her shop. Okay. And then as we come down to the bottom, just finishing up right over here, I've got one of those gears here, ornament gears I showed you. This is just a chipboard compass from my stash. These are flowers again from those 2 collections I've been using from Fleur de Fleurs. Fleur de Fleurs, Stories and Minty Sprinkles. This is the Minty Sprinkles, little shell. This is another chipboard phrase from Tim Holtz. So what I've got going on here in my title is I've got Sweet Day, Enjoy the Journey, in Paradise, and Collect Beautiful Moments, so that all those kind of phrases go together. Okay, this is the larger of the beautiful board starfish from Renee's shop. Again, another Prima resin frame from my stash, and some seashells, some flowers from my stash, even a tiny little starfish that is real. Tiny, real, yep. This is from that Ship Parts that I was talking about from Prima Marketing. It's like the ship rudder. Another beautiful Reneabouquets mulberry flowers in the aqua. Again with the seashell collection, Beautiful Bits. This is the teeny butterfly from Renee's shop, and these are called Butterfly Kisses, and they come in a set of 3 sizes. In a set of 20, 3 sizes. How do I say that? So you get a set of 20, 3 sizes. So let me show you the sizes. This is the Aurora Borealis in pink, this set. I just kind of got it together. So you get, this is the 1-inch size. You'll get 6 of those in the set. This is the 3/4-inch size. You'll get 6 of those in the set. And this is the 1/2-inch size. You'll get 8 of those in the set. And there's a bunch of different designs. And like I said, this one is the Aurora Borealis in pink. But the one that I used on mine was called Spun Sugar. Okay. So this one is the Spun Sugar. Really pretty kind of blues, a little bit of purples in there. Okay, and then I added some more shells from my stash. And then to top it all off, you guys saw me use Prima 3D matte gel with Prima mini art stones and some beautiful micro beads from Renee's shop. I'll show you those in just a minute. And I just put the matte gel in and I poured on the combination of the micro beads from Renee's shop and the mini art stones just to kind of simulate a little bit of sand, of course, give it a little bit more texture. And I did that in and around the project. Kind of see it all on here. I've got some up over here like on the bird wing and on the flowers, just to give it that texture. Like I said, these are the micro beads. These ones are in teal. Okay, you get them in a little jar and they come in different colors, and those are, look how tiny those are. There's no holes in them. They are just the world's tiniest micro beads, and this teal color is so beautiful. So there you have it. there's my project. I hope you enjoyed watching that start to finish process. Like I said, I will have, again, all the links down below to the product I used from Renee's shop in this particular project. I'll have all the links down below to everything Reneabouquets, as well as the links to my blog and my Pinterest, and come follow me on Instagram as well. Got that set up. Let me think. Oh, I wanted to show you one more thing. This is a new release coming out. We're heading into the fall, of course. We're in fall, and these are a new release of Tiny Treasures butterflies, and these are called Salted Caramel, and I just wanted to give you a peek. Love them. They have the most beautiful, rich colors of browns and caramels and almost like coppers, and they're just gorgeous. And look at all that glitter glass. Renee designed this herself, of course. You get a choice of color of antennas. I happen to have the copper ones on there, but I just wanted to whet your appetite a little bit and just kind of show you a new fall release that she has out in her shop, made of course with Reneabouquets premium paper, but just gorgeous. And these are the Tiny Treasure size, which come in a set of 5. Or if you want the original butterflies, they come in a set of 3, and they're, you know, quite a bit bigger. But anyway, I just wanted to show you that. So please give this video a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Love to hear from you. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. I thank you for sharing your time with me, and I'll talk with you again soon. Bye.